Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. We are going to get ready to plan for another week of October in my Gabriella TN. I am in the size wide, and without further ado, let's take a look at my previous week. So this is my gorgeous, I just love this setup. I'm sorry, it's so pretty. I'm just in love. All right, so this was the week that I had planned for in my new book. So this was the October book. You guys, if you're interested and want to go back and watch, I have an October setup part 1 and an October setup part 2. Part 1 was me completing my monthly calendar in my yearly book, which was right here. So this was the monthly calendar in my yearly planner. And then I had gone ahead and done the end of the week, like the full weekly setup in my September book. But that is no longer here. I've got the October book. So that was part 1. And then I went ahead and did part 2. And I did the monthly calendar in my new October book. So here's the new calendar. And then this was the week that I worked on. So we're just going to walk through each of the days. So of course I haven't yet scripted for Saturday or Sunday. I will be doing Saturday later on today. But I did start my Thanksgiving Day food menu and my grocery list. I started this last night, but I haven't done the meal prep part yet. Okay, so this was Wednesday. That was the first. That was Thursday. And then we have Friday. So this is what I'll be working on today. And that will be tomorrow. And then we have our new week. So what I'm going to do is pull this out of here. Before I do anything, I am going to pull out my washi cutter, my scissors, my whiteout, and we're going to white out the dates. So we already know we're working on the 6th to the 12th for next week. Right, and then we need to washi tape. So what I did here, I was a little bit busy last night. I went through my stash of like 100 washi tapes and I pulled out, I still pulled out quite a few. So I've got my Planner Perfect ones here in case I wanted to use them. I've got my Simply Gilded. I just stick to orange this week. So like you can see, last week was a green theme. I love it. You know, it's different than ordinary, I don't know, it's different than I'm normally used to, but I absolutely loved it. So now we're going to stick to an orange theme. And at first I was like, okay, I'm just going to use the Cocoa Daisy theme, but I think that will be next week. I'll do Cocoa Daisy, and this week I'll focus on other, like maybe I won't use any Cocoa Daisy washi this week. So these are, like I said, Planner Perfect. This PET tape is from London Gifties. I've got, these are 2 old Cocoa Daisy. This is a Planners Anonymous. And then these are Simply Gilded. So maybe we'll just stick with this week, during this week, and do something a little bit different. And I kind of like looking at that rich red color. I think that's just beautiful. Using like different colors and then using these on top. I think that's a great idea. Oh, okay, we're going to do that. So the stickers that I'll be working with, I did pull out my Cocoa Daisy, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to wait till next week. These ones here. So these are from Stickerandus Designs. They are printables online. So you purchase the kit and then you use them to print. And they're kind of a moodier, darker color, right? I was technically thinking of keeping them for Thanksgiving, but you know what? They're going to work. These two, I was going to keep them for Thanksgiving because, not for Thanksgiving, sorry. I was going to keep them for November because the mushroom theme from Cocoa Daisy, but this color, I think this is also going to work for this week. And then these are all Planners Anonymous from the sticker book that I had a long time ago. And they've got those beautiful red tones in there, so I think I'm going to use these as well. All right. I think I have enough stickers for the week. I'm hoping for the week and the days. All right. So what we're going to do is pick a washi tape, and I think I'm going to go medium on the edge of the pages. I'm going to use this red one. So I'm just going to washi tape the edges of the pages, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, what a contrast. That's so contrasting right now. That's fine. All right, so now what we need to do is put on our dates. I'm going to use these ones here, and I'm going to pull out my trusty tweezers. I don't know what like days of the week I'm going to use. I've got some at the front of the planner. I'll show you here in a sec as soon as we're done. Even though I said I wasn't going to use Cocoa Daisy, I'm still using the dates, obviously. I think I like those ones. I don't know. Doesn't have to be the ones from the other page. From like the small pages, if you know what I mean. And just so you guys are aware, I am using my other phone. So my work phone that I usually use to film, my son dropped it. And the sound won't work. So that's why my planner video in my Franklin is messed up. I had to fast forward the whole video because all the sound, you couldn't hear anything. So I'm using my good phone now, which I don't want to do, but that's what we're doing. And I'm hoping that I don't get any notifications or anything bugging me or anyone calling me this early in the morning. So let's hope that they don't. Okay, so I think I'm going to use these ones. These are super cute. So that's Monday. And they kind of go with my orange theme. There we go. Okay. That's actually really pretty. So I'm going to set that aside. And then we're going to add more washi tape because of course we need more washi tape on this page. And now I'm just wondering, do I want to like use different colors or stick with that same color? I think I like these two. And then adding these in there somehow. I love it. Okay, so I think because these are so much darker, I want to add them underneath the Planner Perfect washi. I think it's just going to be a little bit more contrast. Okay, so what we're going to do, let me think. We're going to add the darker one at the top. And then at the bottom on the right-hand page. And then I think, I'm not going to do this page for the bottom of this side, but I think I want to do a lighter orange in between. So we're going to do right here. And then we're going to do here. And it might look weird, but this middle line doesn't have any, but that's fine. We don't have to. There are no rules when it comes to this. think that's going to be cool. And then, just because I can, I'm going to put some of the Planet Perfect washi tape over that. And I think I like the pumpkin idea because this is already paisley pumpkin. So I'm going to add pumpkins. And I'm going to do it maybe to that one. I'm not going to be as precise with this one. I want some of it to still show through. And now, do I want leaves or do I want the coffee cups? These also have pumpkins on them. I wasn't going with the coffee cups, but I think we're going to. There we go. Okay. So that is what my washi tape situation is going to look like. Now I'm going to plan, and then we'll, like I always, I like to decorate after because I don't know how busy my days are until I'm done planning. And although I don't foresee this week being very busy. So here's one thing. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, you guys. So we're currently in a strike with Canada Post. So things are not moving in and out other than through other couriers. I had to shut down my shop. Like, you know, first we had the big fiasco with the tariffs. So I shut down my shop to figure things out. And then, like basically only letter mail could go through. And now no mail can go through because international shipping is down, because that's what Canada Post is in charge of, international shipping. So in our country, we can ship through other, we've got other carriers and stuff, but Canada Post has kind of let us down on multiple occasions, and it just really, really sucks. Now, the other thing that is happening is that my kids, oh, you guys, I'm so sad. The teachers are going to be going on strike in Alberta. Just Alberta. It's just an Alberta-wide teacher strike, the Alberta Teachers Association. And it would start Monday if it starts. Oh, I think I'm going to cry. I'm going to try not to cry. And my kids will not be going to school. And so they're going to let us know last minute Monday morning if the teachers are actually on strike or not. And I'm praying that they're not going to be. But, I mean, right now, it's Friday that I'm filming this video, and it's looking pretty imminent. I'm just really, really upset and really sad. And not so much because my kids are going to be home. It's kind of like a relief to not have to drive them anywhere. But I'm sad because, like, honestly, it kind of brings back memories. So my son attended kindergarten, and that's when COVID struck. And then now my daughter is attending kindergarten, and now the strike. And we don't know how long the strike is going to be for. So she's going to miss her experience at kindergarten. And more importantly, my son is in grade 6, and he has his provincial achievement test at the end of the year. So this is probably the worst possible time for them to have a strike. And I'm really upset right now. And I don't know what to do about it. They've sent kind of like a curriculum guide home through the provincial government. And I'm just like, that isn't going to help anybody. What about the parents who are working full time and their kids have to stay at home or have a babysitter or have to go to some kind of daycare? Like, how are they going to do it? That's not fair to put that kind of burden on parents. So it's just really bad right now. And I struggle with my son because he has ADHD, and I think with me, because he's home and because I'm his mom, he interacts worse with me than he would with his teacher. So for me, it's really difficult to try to teach him anything. That's why at one point I was considering homeschool, and there's no way. Like, there's no way I'd be able to teach him just because he's too comfortable with me. Like, I could have skills to teach somebody who has ADHD, just not my own child, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, so right now is just a really, really bad time. I'm just terrified that they're going to be missing out on school, and it's for the kids, right? Like, the kids need to attend school. Like that's their social life. That's their friends, you know, like we don't even know, like the future is so uncertain. We don't even know how long they're going to be striking for. I'm crossing my fingers and I'm hoping that they don't go on strike at all, but I don't know. I don't know what to do, you guys. I'm really a nervous wreck right now, and I'm trying to keep everything at bay. I really am. Okay, so other than that, my mini emotional breakdown, let's get started on planning. So I've only got 3 videos this week, unless of course something comes in. So because of the strike with Canada Post, Coco Daisy sent out an email saying that they were going to leave all shipments, like they weren't going to ship it at all, but then they gave you the option to try FedEx. So I'm doing that because if you guys remember, last year when we had our previous strike, I did not get my January kit until I think it was like February, because of course Canada Post came out of the strike. Was it December? The end of December or January? I can't remember. They came out of the strike, but then it took forever to catch up. So I'm not going to wait this time. I want my November kit and I want my December kit. So I'm not going to wait for Canada Post, and I've pretty much lost all faith in them. They're going to continue striking. I'm just done. I can't do this anymore. So I'm going to use FedEx. I paid the extra bit. It was only $18 US. So it wasn't that crazy. And I'm kind of waiting to see what customs will come back with. I don't know if that's going to be more or if it's going to be worse. And here's a side note. I have this Mr. Pen pen. It doesn't actually say it right here. It doesn't have the color on it, but it's kind of, it's this pretty brown color. I don't know if I should use this color or just use my black pen and then use like a marker like this to like do the colors. I don't know. What should we do? Or maybe like this. That one's pretty. That one would also work. I've also got this kind of more yellow color that I used for last month. Last month? Yeah, it was mostly last month. I do like these colors. I'm going to keep this one to the side too, just in case. I don't know. Do I want to use my black pen? I'm using this Sharpie as gel pen up for now, but I really like the tool pens. Actually, I wonder how much ink I have left in here. I've been scripting with it. Yeah, it's almost done. This is a reusable pen, so I'll keep the barrel, but I really like the tool pens. Okay, so I've got a makeup video, and actually I posted that one yesterday. I finished editing it yesterday. So that one is called, it was a fall makeup look. Warm fall makeup. And then I also have my journaling on Monday. And I have my blog as well. I just realized I have these like blog stickers that I really like to use, and I need to print more because I ran out. The only ones I have left are these, and they're not my favorite. I've got one for writing a blog, and I am done my Artist Way blogs. Thank goodness. I was getting so done with the course, you guys. I'm sorry, but I really was. I'm just like, nope, done. Let's move on. And then we're also going to write a new one on Tuesday. Okay. Leave these up just in case I still need them. And then my journaling will go here. So we've got, this is going to be the Artist Way week 6. And journaling. Okay, and then Tuesday, Nothing is really happening just other than writing a new blog. And then I decided that I'm going to do my November content on Tuesday as well. I want to do this. There. Kind of decorative, right? And then Wednesday, so I've made an executive decision. Wednesday, I'm going to make it like I'm, and then I kind of had second thoughts. So I was like, oh, maybe I will do art. So normally I use Wednesday as a designing day. So I make charms, I make stickers, but considering the whole situation right now, um, it's a big mess. Canada Post isn't up. I'm not sending anything on Etsy. I've canceled, like shut down all my shops. And I kind of got pessimistic because I'm like, oh, this is the time that Etsy sellers sell things because people look for the fall planning stuff and the winter planning stuff and like the New Year setup stuff. So this sucks for all Etsy creators basically, unless you can hand deliver it or sell it through another delivery system. And so I'm like, I'm just not going to do anything. I still kind of want to design something for fall and something for Christmas, though, something new. So I might work on that. But for now, for this week, I'm going to turn it into a professional development day. So I'm going to take my own PD day, like the teachers do, and I'm going to work on stuff that I need to catch up on. So I'm going to write that in. It's going to be a professional development day. And I've got a handful of things that I want to do. So I'm actually I wasn't going to use these stickers, but this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 things to do. So I'm going to see if one of these long stickers will fit on here. And I don't know which color looks better. I'll use one of the red ones. I'm just going to cut off the bottom because I don't like that flag looking thing. The first thing is I'm going to work on my November goals. I'm not going to like film it. I'm just going to work on it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is read my morning pages because I can never seem to catch up on that. Then I'm going to finish filming my Artist Way video. So I have to edit the little clips from every week that I've done the last 12 weeks. I made like a 2-minute clip. Some of them are like 10 minutes, but I'm going to try editing them. I'll work on that today if I can. And basically editing that. And then Wednesday is when I'm going to film my like intro to that. And then I'm going to post that video. Okay, so I'm going to read professional development and spiritual. So I've got 2 books on the way that I want to read, or I've got 2 books that I am reading that I want to continue. And then I want to watch, the last thing I want to do is watch YouTube videos and take commonplace book notes. And I think that's it. So you know what I'll do is actually pull this up and just cut it off because that already seems like a lot to do on the Wednesday. There we go. Okay, so then we go to Thursday and we will be filming my videos. Get some filming stickers here. And Chad is off this week. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I do have my son's appointment here, so some of this stuff might be moved to Tuesday also. I should have thought about that. I've got his CF appointment here. Okay, so filming, plan with me from the 13th to the 19th. Planner perfect, also 13th to the 19th, and then makeup video. Not sure what we're doing yet, probably karaoke if we can get a babysitter. And then my videos here, so those videos will be posting. And then I decided to do, I want to do a reel here. So I'm going to do an Instagram reel. And I want to do daily planning for Monday. Because Monday is always really busy. So I was like, that might be a good day to do it. Also, I need to do my reviews. So that will be personal and business. And that's it for work anyway. Oh, and then there are some random things, but I'm not sure if I want to use, do I have a sticky note I could use? Let's see. To be honest, I didn't really use these October Glow sticky notes because I wasn't keen on them, but maybe I'll use one in here. Doesn't really go, does it? So some random things that I want to do, just in case they decide to come in over the weekend, which they probably will because they always do. And they're not coming through Canada Post, obviously. They're coming through some other avenue. Is my Jane's Agenda October sub kit. My Planner Perfect haul. I got 2 new leathers. Very excited. Can't wait to show you guys. My Planner's Anonymous Sakura Sunset is coming. It should be here soon. I'm going to film my fall haul video once I get the Planner Perfect haul. And then I've got a few things, not tons of things, but just a few things to show you guys. And then my Cocoa Daisy November sub will be coming. They said once it ships, it will be 4 to 5 business days. And then I also put fall stickers, winter Xmas stickers, and artist date. So these are some random things that I want to work on. I'll leave that there and put it in here after, just outside of the scope of my week that's already planned. Okay. So I do have a birthday on Tuesday. It's just my step niece's birthday. So I'll put that up here. Okay, Wednesday we have the budget to do. And then also the appointment. So I think I'm going to actually use a sticker for that just to call attention to it. I'll use this one here because this is set in stone. It will not change. CF appointment. And this is the first day that Chad is home, so that will be good. Okay. And then Thursday is take out garbage. Kind of a reminder. And then the 10th, we have a handful of things happening. So first of all, it is payday. So I'm just going to put that and highlight it like I did the budget. And just to kind of balance out over here, I'm going to use a small one of these. Cut off the little flaggy things on the bottom because I don't like that. So it is garbage day, takeout, and date night. And then Saturday, we don't have anything planned. I think we're going to have to get the groceries. I don't know if that's better Saturday or Sunday. So Sunday is my Chad's dad's birthday, so my father-in-law. But we are having Thanksgiving on Monday. So Thanksgiving is on Monday, the 13th of October for here in Canada anyway. So I have to meal plan, so that's why I had all of this meal stuff at the beginning here. Where are you? Right here. So this is for the 13th. And I'm not sure if we should buy the groceries Saturday or Sunday. Sunday's already going to be busy. So I don't think the groceries are going to go bad if we get them on Saturday, right? They'll be fine. The kids might not even be in school this week, so it's not like I'm going to be buying like stuff for the kids. Just like snack food around the house. Oops, what am I doing? Kids. I've got kids on the brain. Grocery shopping. Okay. So groceries on Saturday, and then maybe we could do something fun like swimming. I'll put that down just in case. All right. So that is it for the plans, okay? So here's an idea. This is just something that I was kind of thinking about, and I haven't done it here yet, obviously. And I guess it's kind of what my Franklin is for, but for everybody who uses the monthly planner like I do, similar to how I do it, and you guys don't have any other planner, just this planner, how do you manage your tasks that aren't planned for a specific day? So for example, like, you know, you might have an appointment on a specific day, but say in this week or in the whole month, like I guess you could do that under goals, but like here, but say for example, you wanted to like wash your windows this particular week, where would you put that? Like, would you put it on a certain day, or do you have a place in your planner, like a running task list? So I'd like to know, because I was kind of thinking of dropping the Sunday, like the Saturday and Sunday, like keeping like Monday to Friday a 2-page spread like it was, and then going back to a 1-page spread each for Saturday, Sunday like we had before, and then using a full spread. One would be for like an ongoing weekly task list, like for those random things, like I want to clean my Jeep, but I don't know what day I'm going to get to it, right? And then the other page would be for menu, for meal planning. Because, so right now I meal plan in my Franklin. As of like January, the inserts I'll be buying for my Franklin don't have meal plan anymore. And I know I can write meal plan in anywhere. Like I could write it in on the week, but it would be nice to have like a reference page. So I think what I'm going to do is what I just said. Like Monday would be a full page right up till Friday, and Saturday and Sunday would be their own. So kind of like I did here, where I had extra pages this week, because it, like we started on Wednesday, so I had Monday, Tuesday. So this would have been the Monday, right? And that would have been the Tuesday, and I used it for Thanksgiving food prep. So kind of like that. And I'm not sure whether I would use it like right after the week. I think I would. So I would have my weekly spread, and then I would use like the page right after the week. This would be like the ongoing, like weekly task list. And then this would be the menu plan. And then here would start Monday. So that would be Monday, that would be Tuesday, that would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I would have Saturday and then Sunday. So let me know your thoughts, and do you guys have something similar, or do you do something else? Please let me know, because I'm curious to find out what I should do, and I just want to get some ideas before I go ahead and change everything. Okay. It's 7:03, so I have to wrap this up, you guys. So let's decorate a little bit here. I have to go get my kids up. Today's our last day of potential school. Makes me so sad. Sad and a little angry, actually. I feel like I've become a very angry person. Oh, and you guys know me. I'm not angry. I'm not angry by nature. It's just not the best situation right now. All right, I like all of these stickers. I'm going to save the big one, like the bike, for during the week, like the days, I mean. And then like this give thanks sticker. But I also have this to fill up the dailies, because I think that's going to come in perfect. But I do like everything basically with pumpkins in it right now. It's so cute. So like this one, that goes perfectly there. I don't want to put the animals. I am saving the animals for November. We need a pumpkin spice latte. Maybe we need a pumpkin bin. And then maybe we need a couple of leaves thrown in. Maybe a pumpkin. I want an area to put that so it looks actually good. Let me see what I have for Planner Perfect here. I know we've got pumpkins in here. Oh, I love that one there. That would have been perfect. I've actually got quite a few options. I always want to save them. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just want to save all my stickers. All right, you guys, I think I'm just going to call it a day. I think that's good. I'm happy with that. And I don't want to, like, I have to think about saving some of these stickers for the entire days. Like, I want to decorate my days too. I'm going to be washi taping and writing those out. So I'm going to do that after, just to save time through the video. And of course, I'm going to show you guys next week. I'll show you my pages. what everything looks like. But that's it for this week. So thank you guys so much for your continued patience with me and your time. To appreciate that you take the time to watch my videos, because sometimes I like go silent. I don't know why. It's so weird and awkward. But like I'm concentrating or I'm focusing or I'm writing or putting a sticker down, and then I'm like, it's like deathly silent. But that is it from me. So let's just put this back in my TN. Actually, I just wanted to show you guys one more thing before I let you go. I'm just going to put away all of my goodies here. I'm going to stick this somewhere. Oh, that got all messed up. Oh no. I'll put that on after because I want to take a pretty picture. Okay, so I just want to jump into my October or my September book for a sec. So I just want to show you guys what I did. So I went ahead and I thought I had a really good idea. I did my month in review. And as I was going through, like I was looking at the calendar, for example, and my goals. So I was looking at the, wow, that's not the monthly calendar. I was looking at my monthly calendar and I'm like, okay, what things can I pick out of here that like were highlights for the month, right? So as I was going through my highlights and then I wrote everything down, and I knew the specific day because I had put it on the monthly calendar. So I thought, what a great idea to go back and start putting in pictures, because I had put in this picture. And I also thought, what a great way to use my tip-ins. So I picked a whole bunch of tip-ins for that kind of went with my pages. So they weren't necessarily September's. This one was one of them. And then I did, like, Tuesday was my kids' first day of school. So I put in their first day of school picture. And then, let's see what else I have here. So I had two. This was the 18th. This was when we were in Vancouver. So I put in some there. And then I had one more. So this was when we were flying back. Oh, no. When we were flying home. This was over the mountains. Because BC has, we fly over the mountains. And it was really cool. I just saw the plane wing there. And then I know I have at least one more. I have a couple more. This was mine and Chad's anniversary. This was also the day my Jeep broke down, ironically. But this was our anniversary. So here we are there. And we went out to dinner and it was amazing. And it was, the waitress actually took a picture, like the server took a picture of us while we were sitting there. And it was just an amazing, amazing evening. I kind of wish I could go back and repeat that actually. And then on the 28th, this was my niece's birthday. So I got a picture of the kids. So I got a picture of me in there with my baby nephew, and then my younger son with my nephew, and then my daughter and her cousin whose birthday it was. So, and then I just was able to use these tip-ins because like September, I'm never going to go back to be able to use that, right? So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I should use them for this planner. And now I've got these pictures in there, and which is perfect. And I mean, I also had like empty pages at the end of the month. So technically that would have been a good spot to put them as well. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. And I'm going to do that going forward because I think that is an amazing idea because I wasn't putting pictures in my planners. I also had a question. What do I do with my planners when I'm done? So with my Franklin planner, if you guys watch those videos, my Franklin planner doesn't really have many stickers except for the weekly setup. And that's mostly just for myself to be able to like love it each and every time I go in there. And like, when I look at it and I'm excited to see it and I'm just like, yes, like it's beautiful. Let me use it. And of course I probably use my planner anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It can be functional as well. But, it's just kind of like one more reason why I like using it, right? So for my Franklin, I keep the pages for a year. And then when I get my new inserts, I take them out of the binders because I have storage binders for them. Take them out of the binders and I bundle them up with an elastic and I keep them in a Rubbermaid container for another year. So I usually keep them for 2 years because I do pull over each month, like any reference information. I think I actually forgot to do that for September, so maybe I'll write that in my planner. But I'm going to write that down right now before I forget. But I'll take the month and I'll just say reference September. I'll take the month and I'll go through with an iron tooth comb and I'll write down any information. I've got a reference section in my Franklin and I'll write it down in there. So that could be like appointment phone numbers or like addresses or information from anything I want to keep. And then I store it in my basement. And then after the 2 years is up, I throw them out. So they go in the garbage. Like I don't want to see them anymore. They're done. Like they're not memories for me. However, these ones are memories. So I will keep these forever. They're going to be exactly like journals. They show what I do every day. And I'm bundling them by year. So I just did a flip. Maybe I'll put that video, like I'll add it and you guys can check it out. I flipped through 2024. I only had October, November, December because that's when I started Planner Perfect, was in October of last year. And I flipped through October, November, December, and I bundled them up and they're in my basement in a container. And so I'm going to do the same thing with those that I do with my journals. I'm going to keep them forever. And because they've got pictures, right? Like they've got memories, they've got all these beautiful stickers. And so I think this is something that my kids might like to look back on because when I talk about my kids in my daily scripting, I talk about what we're going to do, if they were sick or something like that. So I think that would be a good memory keeper for them. They can look back on that. And I can also look back on those when I'm older. And I think it's going to be a good memory, especially now that I'm doing this like review thing. So I would put in pictures and use my tip-ins. I think it's a great idea to use tip-ins because you get 12 every month. And like for the most part, I do enjoy putting them in here as deco. And I'll keep the really pretty ones that are my favorite. But the ones that have the calendar on the front or that I don't love as much, I'm going to start using them for decoration. I think that's a wonderful idea. So but yeah, I would definitely keep these planners, and obviously I'll keep my yearly planner. So I'll only have one of those per year, which is pretty good. And then these I wouldn't keep because they're just like my grocery list and my song list, and even my morning pages. I don't think I'll keep those forever either. I'm just going to keep them until I'm done reading them, and then they might get trashed. Like I don't need to keep them. That's not their purpose. But yeah, so that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Click on the bell button to be notified when I upload new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next week. Bye.